Hey everyone, so now we've learned about everything in the Django generic views system that we're going to be learning about. There's still date views, but I haven't really used them and I haven't found them to be useful. I haven't had a need for them. So if you guys would like, you can look into the date views. It's good for mainly like archives of articles, I think is what most of the examples are about. So you can go ahead and look at that, but we will not be learning about those um, in this series. But there still are a couple topics that I want to brush up on, and one of them is the super method. So you're going to see the super method a lot, and at first it can be confusing about what it's doing. So the first example we're going to look at is in get context data in my blog home list view. So here I have my articles and I have pagination. And this is coming from this context is calling the super method, and then I'm adding the range of the page numbers, right? So this first method, this first line here, I'm calling the super blog home list view get context data. So what this is doing is it is calling the parent method or the method on the parent class. So this here, the parent is list view. So this is going to call get context data with these quargs to the parent list view. And that's going to return things such as the article list, right? So here we have the article list, and that's what's going to be returning. That's what's going to be returning that. So if we go ahead and just comment this out, let's see what happens. Here I'm overriding get context data and I'm returning nothing. So there is nothing in the context. I don't have the article list. I don't have anything, right? If we go ahead and uncomment this super and we get the context, we are going to be getting the context data from the parent list view, right? So here, this is what populates the object list in the list view. So now we have our articles and we have all the data about the articles, but you'll notice that the pages are missing. That is because we need to add in new context for the page range, right? Here's for I in range, and we are going to add in this new context. And now we have what we originally developed, right? So this super here is calling the parent, the method on the parent of blog home list view. So, and that's populating the object list, and then we populate the range. The other example is when you're actually returning the super. So in this, this form valid on the parent, right, is going to return something because we are going to return that. And you'll notice that we're adding to this form. We're adding the request user as the author to the form, and then we're passing the form into the parent method. So let's go ahead and take a look. Same thing, let's go ahead and uncomment, or let's go ahead and comment this all out and see what happens on the create view. Some article title, some cool headline, and something in body, right? So we're going to create, but this is not returning HTTP response object, right? That's because we are not returning anything. We're just returning none. So if we go ahead and return the parent of create, we're returning this method on the create view. Did I save? No, I didn't save. So this is returning a response, maybe, but it's actually hitting this database error first, where I'm not setting in author ID. And of course, we don't want to put on the create form, we don't want to put they're putting in the author unless we do, but in this case, we just want to use the current user. So that's where this comes into play. We're putting on an author to the form instance, and then we are passing in the form to the parent. So we're going to save this, and this one should work. So now we have our new article. I'm going to go ahead and delete it, So this is a case of returning the super, because this super is calling the function, and that function is going to return a response object. Um, so yeah, you're gonna see the super a lot. You're gonna get some good chances to practice with it, and hopefully, what we just discussed, hopefully that helps you understand a little bit more about what's going on in super and where the code is running. And then you can go ahead and do print statements and see what's going on and what you want to do. Um, so yeah, that concludes this episode on Super. Next episode, we're going to be talking about Django Braces, which is an add-on library to the Django class-based views system. So until then, have a good time, and I will see you next time.